Hey, what's going on everyone? Gillis TV back here today with another video. Of course, it is game day, so we got a pre-game rundown of what is going on tonight at Rogers Place at 8 p.m. as the Oilers are at home taking on the St. Louis Blues. We got lineups, we got other things to talk about for tonight's game. Of course, the big question mark over anyone's head right now is how is Holloway and Broberg going to get treated? Of course, have mixed feelings about that. But, of course, again, Kasperi Kapanen, too, is playing against his former team. He did have an interview today. We'll get into that. But let's get into this. If you're new to the channel, like anything Oilers-related or hockey or any sport in that matter, make sure you hit that subscribe button for more content. Of course, I always push the Oilers stuff to my subscribers. But on the back end, I don't push out other sports or teams. If you're interested in that, you could just go to the channel and find it that way. Thank you guys for all the support. Now, 14-10-2 are your Edmonton Oilers, and St. Louis is 13-12-2 this season. The lineups projected for tonight stay the same as they were for the Edmonton Oilers against the Columbus Blue Jackets. That's, of course, the reunited first line of Hyman, Nuge, and McDavid. They played a really good game against Columbus. McDavid, another 4-assist game, which makes it 10 on his career, I believe. And he was like the third fastest to do that. Or third youngest player to do that. Then you got Podkolzin, Draisaitl, and Kapanen. Like I said, Kapanen's playing against the Blues for the first time since being put on waivers. Janmark, Henrik Skinner, that line did show some promise against the Columbus Blue Jackets. Then you got your fourth line of Perry, Ryan, and Brown. These pairings are staying the same. Ekholm, Bouchard, Nurse, Stretcher, Kulak, Emberson. Over the last 5 games, we have seen Kulak get more minutes than Stretcher, and I do believe Kulak's been playing really good this year. And I think because of that, Nurse getting a little bit less minutes kind of helps with him in the game. He's been our best defenseman in November, according to a stat I saw on Twitter. I think it was Sid with that stat. And him and Kulak complement each other really well. And I do like that pairing. It's just, you can't always have the lefty-lefty, righty-righty. And Kulak getting some extra playing time is great. Stuart Skinner is in net for this game, as Picard got his one game against the Columbus Blue Jackets the other night. And, of course, Oilers Access has Holloway and Broberg returns to Edmonton tonight. Little bit about both teams. They are riding a hot streak in the last 5 games. I wrote it down here. The Oilers are 4-1 in their last 5. Of course, that one loss coming to Vegas where ultimately Adin Hill stood on his head. I think the Oilers still played a really good defensive game. It was just that one goal trickled in. It was a fluke goal. You can't do much about it. And the Blues are coming in on a 4-0-1 in their last 5 games. So both teams, with the Oilers being 8 points out of a possible 10, Blues being a 9 out of possible 10. The Blues do have some catching up to do to the Winnipeg Jets and the Minnesota Wild. I think Minnesota leapfrogged the Winnipeg Jets last night to become the first 40-point team this season. But it's going to be a good game, you guys. Whoever's going there, it's going to be a good game. Always is. I think the record is in favor of the St. Louis Blues in the last 5 to 7 games. But overall, I think the Oilers could take this one. They're playing unbelievable defense. Stuart Skinner in his last 5 games has only a save percentage under .930 in one of those games, and that was against the Minnesota Wild back. I think that was like 8 games ago or so, 7 games ago. But other than that, the Oilers are 6-3-1 in their last 10. Still riding a good winning streak there, so hopefully they can keep it up. My prediction for this game is I think it's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a 4-2 game with an empty netter there being the 4th goal. But that's it for me today. Hopefully you guys enjoy the game. Saturday night, hockey night in Canada, so enjoy it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Gillis TV. Have a good one.